Hawaii, commonly known as the 50th state, was inducted to the Union on August 21st, 1959, an occasion commemorated with its very own holiday, a time of celebration, new beginnings, and most importantly, equal representation. Citizens of the territory of Hawaii responded 17 to 1 in favor of statehood, representing over 90% of the registered voters at the time, in a referendum given on June 27, 1959. Compared to the 21,000 signatures that were collected in the Ku'e petitions for the purpose of opposing annexation to the United States in 1897, Hawaiian participation in political matters seems minuscule. However, the changes to the population and political landscape of Hawaii are conveniently left out. In 1950, the ethnic background of Hawaii was skewed heavily with a predominantly European and Asian population in the islands. Hawaiians are recorded to be about 2% of the population. In 1960, the population of Hawaii grew once again, but the data does not include those who are Hawaiian, as they are now lumped into the other category, with other ethnic groups. The data shows that there is a disparity and an overrepresentation of foreign populations. The ballot that was given to territorial citizens on June 27, 1959 included two choices, yes or no to a question that was divisively worded to pigeonhole citizens. Should Hawaii be admitted into the Union as a state? Yes or no? What about an option for independence? Only yes or no. Alice Kamakila Ikawai Campbell was a figurehead of Hawaiian resistance to statehood prior to the plebiscite. She is the daughter of Abigail Kuahelani Mapinepene Campbell, the president of Hui Aloha Aina o Nā Wahine, the same group of women that gathered the Ku'e petitions mentioned previously. Kamakila Campbell derives from a lineage of Hawaiian resistance. Kamakila Campbell served in the Territorial Senate on the side of the Democrats from Maui and Molokai from 1942 to 1946. On January 17, 1946, which was the 53rd anniversary of the overthrow of the Hawaiian Kingdom, Kamakila provided testimony at Iolani Palace for a U.S. Congressional Committee hearing on the matter of statehood. Kamakila provided scathing remarks against statehood by voicing her opposition to the Big Five and foreign political domination. Kamakila's testimony is a definitive stand to statehood during that time period and was reinforced by international law. The United Nations placed Hawaii on the list of non-self-governing territories under Chapter 11 of the United Nations Charter in December of 1946. The United Nations declared that the occupying countries had an obligation to foster self-determination and self-governance in these territories after World War II. The United States did not honor this obligation, evident through the plebiscite's limited options for alternative forms of governance. After World War II, Italy, Germany, and Japan were made to give up territories obtained through conquest, such as Korea, Taiwan, and Libya. One example of how the United States dealt with their territories is Puerto Rico, which was given the option to become a commonwealth, or a territory that grants U.S. citizenship without voting representation. The lack of options for Hawaii is a call for concern, which is further supported by Kamakila's testimony. The legacy that Kamakila Campbell leaves behind is one of resistance during a time of uncertainty. Her worries about political and economic domination by Haole corporations were not unfounded, as Hawaii changed over time. It is important to highlight her dissenting viewpoint as it provides an alternative perspective to statehood, one that spawns a common question for Hawaii. How do we move forward and carry on this legacy of indigenous resistance set forth by alaka'i like her?